So I finished watching episode 20 of Hamster and Gretel, 20A being Let's See What You've Got, and 20B being Churro's Day Out. So 20A is basically all about, now that Bailey knows that Gretel has superpowers, them, experimenting with Gretel's superpowers. Of course, their actions inadvertently cause basically several invasive species to appear at a lagoon. They do clean it up, all the while Kevin's trying to find a parking spot. That's honestly the most hilarious, and there was almost one, but it was not available because somebody was taking up 2 spots, and Kevin, right after telling Gretel not to use her powers frivolously, says, hey, would you mind? It's like, that actually wouldn't be using frivolously because that person was double parking, which is illegal, so if Gretel actually moved the car, that wouldn't have been a frivolous use of power. Just probably would have been frivolous if Kevin took the spot. But he played it off like he was testing, but I'm just saying, the car was in making a parking violation, so it should have been able to be that pass. But that was not the point of that gag. The point was to show that no, yeah, powers can be used frivolously, and sometimes even the person saying you shouldn't use them frivolously may sometimes identify a frivolous need. So in that case, would it have been frivolous? See how I'm hung up on that? But things do get solved in the end. They're able to deal with all those invasive species by Hamster remembering about the big sea otter from a couple episodes ago. So he brings him to the lagoon where he eats all the invasive species, specifically the last one that they have brought to stop the one before, It kind of is chain, and how also a vaguer message and how, sometimes you may have an invasive species. Well, bringing another invasive species is not always the best way of dealing with that invasive species, because you may solve the first one, but you don't solve the second one. But a giant baby sea otter to eat the last of, I think it was sea urchins, giant sea urchins, I think it was, if I get it all right. Yeah, because they can just take that one sea otter someplace else. So it was able to be solved that way. But episode 20B is, of course, Churro's Days Out. So Kevin, Gretel, and the parents are going to get a family portrait by a portrait artist who does not allow pets. Of course. So basically, Churro and Hamster are both left at home. And of course, Hamster just does, himself. He orders the pizza and all that. Of course, Churro gets away, and so a good portion of the episode is Hamster trying to find Churro once again using the tracker that's on the collar, though the collar eventually does come off. And that's because Hamster calls Fred to help with the tracking, and that's about it. But still, I thought it was kind of fun. But eventually, Churro finds his way to the portrait gallery where the framed portrait is being done, and the artist is, very much, keeps on, changing things up because something's not working. And guess what actually works? Once Churro and Hamster arrive and the artist is, the portrait artist is told that, yep, they're family, the picture comes out perfectly. It's almost like perhaps pets are part of a person's family. And so being included is what allowed this artist to create the picture he was designing, because he couldn't get the picture done because the family, the Grand Gomez's, were incomplete because the pets weren't there. So they weren't able to pose correctly, and he couldn't direct them correctly because of that missing piece of the pets. And it's just something interesting to note. But that's all I have for these 2 episode sections, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. Again, 20A and 20B. I would love to hear your thoughts on them in the comment section down below. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like, upvote, and share the video. Also consider subscribing and following the channel if you haven't done so yet, and to ring that bell on YouTube to get notified of when new videos release. The link tree in the description links to all my social media. Check it out if you are interested, and once again, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the force be with you, always.